y'all, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here and this is your first time seeing my face, welcome. My name is Keisha Jante. I recently had my very first home built here in the Atlanta area. I moved in about 6-ish weeks ago, and I've been putting my stamp on this house ever since, changing things out. I know y'all probably think I'm crazy because it is a new construction home and I've been changing things out and adding things. And today we're going to talk about my closet. So this is the biggest secondary bedroom in the house. So there's 4 bedrooms in the house. One of them is my bedroom, the owner's suite. One of them is going to be an actual guest room. One of them is my home office, my home gym. And the last one, which is the biggest one, is now my closet. So I've spent the last week or so putting this closet together, and I'm going to show you guys the process, the experience, the highs and the lows, and all that in between right now.
Everywhere I go, the people really want to know who I is and who I be. They stop and stare when they see me.
What's happening?
Now that is my brother. Y'all know I don't like hanging stuff on walls. I don't trust myself to do it. So he volunteered his time to come and hang the top racks on the walls for me so that I can hang everything else.
Where your TT at? Go phone TT.
Yeah. Yeah. You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the night. We bring the vibes here. We full of life, you keep the change, keep the change. They hate and say we went and changed. Why stay the same? You must be blinded by the lights. You must be blinded by the lights, lights. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. We put the nets up in the lines, now we high, high, high. Kaleidoscope of colors beaming from our eyes, eyes. Would've thought was LSD, LSD. Can't lose my mind like Kennedy, Kennedy. You see us cooking recipes, recipes. You hit the top, all you left with is the memories. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, go hard to have it is your purpose. We had some faith, then who gon' hurt this? I naughty night, you lullaby. I'm doing me, it's do or die. You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the night. We bring the vibes here. We full of life, you keep the change, keep the change. They hate and say we went and changed. Why stay the same?
As you can see, we have the top track on the walls. They're 89 inches high, and the rest of the system is going to hang off of these top tracks. So this is the wall when you first come in. I'm a little concerned about this wall, I'm not gonna lie, because when the designer from Container Store designed this system, she actually ran the track all the way to the end of the wall. And she did give some space for the door and stuff, but I don't think I explained to her properly that this wall is right here. So she had it basically to where, like, as soon as you walk in, you're walking into drawers. So I'm gonna have to modify the system a little bit. Basically eliminate the hanging part that was on this side and see if that will give me enough space so that I'm not walking right into the closet when I walk through this door, so you can have some space to actually like maneuver around. But it's time to go pee pee.
I'm going to put it on an elevator now.
It's time to go pee pee. Come on.
It even has an elevator. Well, I really hope I win the event. I hope so too. Oh wait, you were
AirPods in, small talk's cheap, but now I wanna kill the vibe.
Yeah, I gotta protect my inner peace. Not everything will deserve my energy. I'm a Steve Jobs, yeah, I think differently. I block out noise and all decoys that limit me. Yes, and I'm fresh out the Apple store, the bag secured. I just put my AirPods on. I need time to recline. Be with my own thoughts. Pulling from deep down and into my own vault. I find beauty in the melodies, color in the harmonies. Life is like an odyssey. Don't wanna be rude if I'm vibing, don't you bother me. Music is medicine, and this is cardiology. Yes. AirPods on, can you feel the beat? I just wanna have a good time. But now I wanna kill the vibe.
AirPods on, can you feel the beat? I just wanna have good times. AirPods in, small talk's cheap, but now I wanna kill the vibe. AirPods on, can you feel the beat? AirPods on, can you now I wanna kill the vibe.
Just broke up with the radio. Had to unplug from the stereo. Now we got the vibe everywhere we go. Turn it up high, it's incredible line. Old school, slow jams, two-step, or just my day. Just like Jenna, maybe Aaliyah. If I ain't got you, call me Alicia. And I see colors collide. West Coast feeling like summer tonight. Joy unspeakable, I'm in a vibe. Wanna have a good time.
AirPods on, can you feel the beat? I just wanna have good times. AirPods in, small talk's cheap, now I wanna kill the vibe. AirPods in, small talk's cheap.
And I don't wanna kill the vibe. I don't wanna kill the vibe.
AirPods on, feel the beat. AirPods on, now I wanna kill the vibe.
Everywhere I go, the people really wanna know who I is and who I be. They stop and stare when they see me. If it's the once, no need to repeat. Run up on me, watch you fall to your knees. Tip my hat when it's time for the kill. Ain't no beast when you're really real. I am the boss, I am the dawn. I am the one they call Lucky Charm. Got my own shit, I don't need your farm. Life was so hard, it made me weak. Built to last, this girl ain't weak. Sturdy and still when I plant my feet. Got it out the mud, now it's racks in my sleep. Look to God, he supplies my needs. Endless faith is what brought me next level prosperity. Silent power moves is what I'm giving. They love to hate the world they can't live in. Always present for the high roads. Go swim within the deep lows. Low. What tells the future? Who knows? I don't do it for the likes, I do it for the love. Do it for the ones who really need a hug, cause they had it tough, never had enough. Feared, loved, and respected. Using words as a weapon. Test and she. Hurry up quick, El Jefe's coming soon. Sit up straight when she enters the room. Be enthused, but don't look too amused. This is her queendom, please respect her rule. Hurry up quick, El Jefe's coming soon. Sit up straight when she enters the room. Be enthused, but don't look too amused. This is her queendom, please respect her rule.
They sent me nickel hardware. Y'all know I'm not going to use those, so I'm going to return those. And I'm actually going to use the hardware, the gold hardware that I got originally for the bathroom and kitchen drawers, because I never sent those back and I have enough, so I'm going to go ahead and use those. So still work in progress in here, so there's stuff everywhere. I'm going to have to get up under even these drawers and get all the stuff from up under there. But in the meantime, I just wanted to focus on actually getting it up. So here's where we are, and like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, you guys. It's early in the morning, like 7 something. My body would not let me sleep, so I'm going to come back in this room, try to make a little bit more progress before I do all the other things that I need to do today. So yeah, first I need to clean up this mess on this floor because it's a lot. So let's get to work.
So just to give you guys an idea of what I'm working with, this is the design. This is that wall right there. So you see it has the drawers. These are the pants glides that I'm deciding to get rid of because this is the short hang section that I had to eliminate. So I'm just going to move those over here. So that is that wall, and then this is the wall that's going to be behind you guys, and then this is what's going to be in the closet, but it's just all going to be shoes. But they send you, when you print your design, you can also print out all the measurements, and this is what printed. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but you can't see any numbers. It's so squished together that you can't make out any of the actual details. Like, you can see some of the words because they're bigger, but the numbers telling you the measurements, can't see them. So I had to call the store multiple times to try to figure out where I'm supposed to be putting this stuff, like what the measurements are. I finally got somebody to send me, they had to text it to me, the numbers, and I don't know, you guys might not be able to still make those out, but it's much clearer on this. So I've just been looking at this and trying to figure out where things go. So that's what I'm looking at my phone about today. So anyway, that's one of the frustrations that I've been dealing with Container Store. And then to deal with the, first of all, having to readjust the design, which again is not a huge deal, but it's still annoying. And then putting all these holes in my wall that I did not have to put in because their instructions don't tell you that you don't have to put the holes in. So that's neither here nor there. I'm about to go ahead and start trying to put in the brackets for the shelves over here, and then the rods, and then I'll be done with this section. And I don't know if I want to go ahead and start unpacking some stuff and putting it up before I move over here, if I'm just going to go ahead and move over here and try to get this one done. I'll probably go ahead and get this one done before I start unpacking clothes, because this is really just going to be mainly shelves and rods, so it shouldn't be as detailed or as involved as putting in those drawers. So here we go.
Yeah. Okay. Right up.
All this money, money, money coming to me. No handouts, I really had to do it for me. Watch me work, watch me work, watch me work. Get out the dirt. All this money, money, money coming to me. No handouts, I really had to do it for me. Watch me work, watch me work, watch me work. Get out the dirt. You ain't hater, but you never gonna stop me. Yellow clout really can't block me. Pipe down like a D appointment. I'm high class and you're just real annoying. Cutting people off like in traffic. Some say it's black girl magic. Some got it and some just have it. Known to give old school vibes like classics. Work hard, my dream can't snatch it. Homegrown, this here ain't plastic. If you want a girl, you can have it. Never judge how you go and get it. Everybody blueprint different.
All right, y'all, so this is the finished product for that wall. For this bar right here, or there's actually two shorter bars, I left the protective film on, so that's something I'm gonna have to do later. But I left it on because I think at the very least I want to return those and get another long bar like this one. And then, like I mentioned yesterday, I still got to figure out what's going on with this drawer and then put the handles on. But other than that, this one is up. Of course, it needs to get cleaned off, but now to work on this one, and then to start unpacking finally. So, let me set y'all up.
My girl wanna ass that and yours wanna Birkin. I went to sleep but my money still working. My wealth generational, nothing sensational. Come on my mouth, but I know it's for certain. Right.
That 9 to 5 paid up bills, but that 6 to 2 gave me chills. I was up late working early just to make the dream become real. Pain was the motivation, gave me something that I could feel. Don't complain about what you hate if you ain't been working that field. Everybody wanna be the man, but they ain't really made of steel. Got power in my words, know how to tell a storm, be still, be still. Ain't resting, there's no sleep to the whole fam, got a meal. Till closing $1 billion deals, to the bag is stamped and sealed. All this money, money, money coming to me. No handouts, I really had to do it for me. Watch me work, watch me work. It's the land of the free, home of the brave, but a lot of us in here are still enslaved. Please take caution on every single thing that you preach. The big elite got us in a tight grip on the leash. It's freedom of speech, but you...
All right, y'all, so that's that side of the wall done. As you can see, we have 2 long hangs, 1 extra long hang, which we made it shorter because I don't have a lot of things that need to be, like, that's considered extra long. But I do have, like, trench coats or jackets, I guess, like super long maxi jackets and things like that that can go there. 2 more sections for short hang, and then plenty of shelving space. So I'm about to take a break because I'm getting hot and I'm tired. I went to sleep after 2 o'clock this morning, woke up like 6 something, couldn't go back to sleep. So came back in here and started working. But this room is now officially a closet. I do want to show you guys something. So right before we called Container Store to ask about these holes that were missing in some of these hanging things, my brother had already started drilling holes in the wall to screw in, to put the anchors in and screw in the things. Now on the other side, it's not that big of a deal because the hanging standard, I think that I said they call them, are more or less where they should be. I had to move them a little bit, but they're more or less where they should be. But this one, we started putting them at 2 feet and they needed to be 3 feet. So the holes were in the wrong spot. So they are very out in the open. Of course, when I put clothes over it, you're not gonna be able to see it, but I'm gonna know that they're there and it's gonna bother me. So anyway, this is where we are right now. So the next step to this is going to be, putting the clothes up. The next step of this is gonna be unpacking these boxes and putting the clothes up and hoping that I have enough space. So I don't know if I showed y'all these before, but these are the handles that I was gonna put on the drawers in the bathrooms in the kitchen. And I'm just gonna use these for these drawers, and I'm gonna take back the handles that came with the set. So that's what I'm about to do now. And I'm realizing that I should have put the handles on before I put the actual drawers in. So hopefully it's not a big deal to take them out.
You don't gotta tell me what your body counts. I don't got to know your ex's name. Cause if it just so happens that you turn around and ask me, I think you might feel some type of way. I dodge dick on the daily. Yeah, I know it's funny, but it's true.
All right, handles on. I still need to actually screw the fronts of the drawers into the frame, which is something I actually forgot that I had to do. Some of the handles are not straight, so I'm gonna figure that out at that point. Sorry, y'all, I just saw a bee outside my window. I do not like bees. It's a carpenter bee, so it's obviously not aggressive, or it can't sting me anyway. And it's outside, so it can't sting me because I'm inside. But anyway, I don't like bees. But anyway, let me start unpacking this stuff.
Nobody ever no fans to me. Nobody wanted it bad as me. I cut off the team, I managed me. I formulated and planned a dream. At Michigan State, dashing T's and dotting the I's. All while getting the ad degree to polish the mind. I was fucking on 10. Staying distracted. If I wasn't blinded by pussy, I bet could have tripled the stats.
So it turns out that it's a good idea that I got rid of those sliding pants racks and put the hanging rods there, because this is one box. This and then this over there, that's one box. So I'm a little nervous that after all this I still don't have enough room to hang my clothes. It's still gonna be helpful because I would not have been able to put all of this in the one closet in my room, but I'm probably gonna have to use that closet to hang some stuff because I don't know if I'm gonna have the space, because I don't necessarily want everything to be all congested and all on top of each other like it was in my last closet. So we'll see, but one box down, a whole bunch more to go.
I could have taught you that. I gotta wash my back. They'll pull you down soon as you reach out. I cannot offer a hand. Now the new view, look to the hills. I made it shake, no handshaking deals. Navigated the unknown with all the bros, trusting my gut. It told me no second guess it if it feels right. Keep going, you know you're the one. I shared a room with cheeks at the start of the journey, was bringing in 30K. Now I'm a real life 6-figure nigga on paper. He's doing this.
So let's talk about this closet system. Sorry y'all, there's a bee. So let's talk about this closet system and my experience with the whole thing. So first of all, y'all, these bees are they are taunting me.
Felt like life had it out for me. I became one with the smoke. I was in the mud sinking. Till my hand broke the surface. Once I grabbed what I could, I came out a whole different person. Now I'm going off. They going off the man. All the mistakes they making I made. I could have taught you that. I gotta wash my back. They'll pull you down soon as you reach out. I cannot offer a hand.
You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the night.
So as you can see, it's very bare in here, decor wise. I literally haven't done anything decor. All I did was get the clothes out of the boxes and onto the system. And honestly, there is very little organization going on. I pulled things out of the box and put them up as I took them out the box. And they were packed up in, you know, a semi-organized manner, basically the way that they were on the old racks and in the old closets. But as you can see, it's a mess. So I'm gonna actually obviously go back through that and organize it a little bit better, fold those clothes up a lot better. I just wanted to get them out the boxes. Over here we have like cardigans and blazers on this short hang section. And then down here, I did have to be a little bit more mindful about what I put down here, because this was supposed to be pants hangers. And so the way it was designed, I had to put the rack down a little bit lower than what I would have if I would have been just doing the regular hanging section. So I put like shorter skirts, shorts, and crop tops down here so that it wouldn't be all on the ground. And then I have my drawers. So these handles that I actually put on here were the same handles that I was gonna put on the cabinets or the drawers in the bathroom and the kitchen. But since I hadn't returned them yet, I just went ahead and put them here. And I really like them. I feel like it gives it a little bit more of a custom look as opposed to the chrome handles that I was gonna use. And they didn't even send me all of the same chrome handles anyway when I ordered. Like, they sent me one different one and 11 of the same. So it would have been anyway, this side, this is the left side of the closet. And then we come over here to the right side, which is more hanging sections and some more folded sections. So we have a lot of jackets and some t-shirts up here. We got more shirts down here. We got the extra long hang, which is long skirts, jumpsuits, long dresses, some maxi cardigans and things like that. And then we got the shorter hang, well, I guess long hang or medium hang. So this is dresses and stuff that would be too long for a space like this, but not necessarily long enough for a space like that. And so we got really like 2 spaces of those, 1 space of the extra long hang, which honestly, I didn't think I was going to have as much stuff to go here because I don't wear stuff like that very often, but clearly I do. And then we have multiple of the short hang, which I knew I needed more of because of my jackets, my blazers, and shirts that I hang up. So I'm glad that I got more of the shorter hang. I'm gonna have to, I think I've already mentioned this, but I'm definitely going to have to reorganize this and then this part up here too. I'm not good at folding things, as y'all can see. I'm gonna work on it though. I even got this thing for t-shirts or just shirts in general that I'm going to be folding up. It's a folding board to make it look better. And so I'm gonna do something better with this. I'm probably gonna have to go back through these t-shirts and get rid of some more shirts. As y'all can see, I got a lot of t-shirts. These drawers down here actually have t-shirts in them as well. And so I don't wear all of these shirts. A lot of them are not comfortable and they're too small. So I'm gonna go back through and get rid of some more stuff. As I was putting stuff up on the racks, I realized that there's a lot of stuff I can still get rid of. The system is the Elfa decor system from the Container Store. I wanted to go with the pack system from Ikea like everybody else has, but I just realized that Ikea is always out of stuff when it comes to the pack system, and I didn't want to have to be going down to Ikea to deal with trying to piece together a whole system. So I just decided to go with the Container Store because the Container Store had stuff in stock. I mean, that's really what it boiled down to. During this process, do I wish I would have just waited on Ikea? Yes, but it is what it is at this point. So I requested a design on the Container Store website, and one of the designers reached out to me and asked for all the details. So I sent over a sketch. I drew up a sketch of the room using the plans, because at the time when I originally did the design consultation, this was before the house was finished. So I sent her a sketch of the room with the measurements from the plan. And she was supposed to use that sketch and see like where everything was, and design the closet. I think she just took the measurements of the walls and didn't take into account the fact that that wall was there, which is why we ended up with the situation where I had to remove a section. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, once she designed it, it was saved to my account on Container Store, and then when I was ready, I went ahead and purchased it. Now the system as she designed it, which includes the shoe wall that I haven't put up yet, was $8,390. She did tell me that sometimes they do have a discount. At the time when I originally set it up or did the design, there was a 20% off sale on Elfa systems, but I wasn't ready to purchase it at that point. So fortunately, when I moved in, my builder actually gave me a 20% off coupon for Container Store. So I used that to purchase this, so it came out to $6,700-ish. Now the price that I paid was the DIY price. If I wanted them to come and install it, I would have paid almost $2,500 more. But I kind of felt like that was a ripoff, because I knew just from looking at it, it wasn't going to be that difficult to install. And if the instructions were clear, it wouldn't have been difficult at all. But really all you had to do was drill the top rack in. And for me personally, that's the only part that I didn't feel comfortable with. So my brother came and did that for me. And then everything else I was able to do on my own. So I definitely would not have paid, I would not have been happy if I would have went ahead and paid the $2,500, because I feel like that's overkill. Like the price that they're charging to do the installation, I just feel like that's absolutely ridiculous. So personally, I would say as long as you have somebody to put that top track on, now that we know that you don't have to drill in the hanging ones, then it's very simple to put together. The drawers were, and I don't know if I included this clip, but I didn't know that you had to push the drawers in. Yes, sweetie.
I want to see a truck.
What?
I want to see a truck.
You want Daddy's truck?
I want to see a truck.
Huh?
I want to see a truck.
You want Chase's truck? Is Chase's truck downstairs? Can you wait for a little while before we go back downstairs? We're almost finished up here, okay? Okay. Can I finish? You want to say hi to the people? You want to wave? he thinks I'm talking about the people outside. I'm not. I'm talking about the camera. Look.
Huh?
Wave to these people. There's people in there. Not out there, in here. Just wave. Say hi. Okay. I got another system for the pantry, and not because I want to do the pantry right away, but just because I know that I was going to want to do it eventually, and I wanted to add it on to get the 20% off. So all in total, it came to about $8,000. So really, I got the pantry and the closet for the same price that I would have just gotten the closet. And they have, basically, if you get their credit card and put it on their credit card, it's 2 years, same as cash. So I'm pretty much, I didn't have to put it on a credit card, but I'd rather keep my money if I can. So I just pay a couple $100s a month for 2 years, and it's gonna be completely paid off with no interest. So that's a little tip Can you back up? So installation wise, a couple things that I wish I would have known before I started, other than the things that I was complaining about throughout the video, is I should have started from the bottom and then went up and then did one column at a time. So basically I should have did this drawer first and then that drawer. Peanut, chill. So I should have done this row and then finished that and then moved over. The reason I said that I should have started from the bottom, I think it would have helped with spacing. I ended up having to take stuff off and put it back on and take stuff off and put it back on because I had to figure out the spacing on the drawers. And so if I would have done those first and then went up, I think it would have been better. And the reason I say you should start on one, do one section or one column at a time is because it would be easier to move the additional hanging things if you don't already have things attached to them. So for example, I did like the middle shelf. I did all of those first, and then I constantly had to take those shelves off. Peanut, stop. I constantly had to take those shelves off and put them back on and take them off and put them back on, because as I was putting other things on, I realized that the hanging standards or whatever they're called weren't evenly spaced. And in some cases they were fine at the top, but they were too wide at the bottom, or they were fine at the bottom and too wide at the top. And so it's easier to move them if there's nothing already hanging on them. So that's definitely a tip that I wish I would have known ahead of time, is to start from the bottom and then do one section at a time, instead of me being fast. Get your feet off my wall. Thank you. Instead of me being fast and trying to just throw it up and, doing everything at once and then having to take stuff down and basically do extra work. The other thing I wish I would have known is that when you're putting the frames in for the drawers, and even for those pant glide, those hanging pants glides, for the drawers and even the hanging pants gliding racks, you have to push that thing in to lock it. So in the instructions, it does tell you that you have to push the frame, but I thought I pushed it, but then as I was putting more drawers on, or trying to like make sure the drawers were gliding properly. Hey, can TT do this, please? No. No? No. Okay. As I was putting other drawers on or trying to make sure they were gliding properly, they were falling off, and I was getting very frustrated. And this was happening, it was like between 12:30 and 2 o'clock in the morning when I was doing this. And I finally realized that I had to literally like slam it in so that it locked. Once it did that, I didn't have any more issues with the drawers. You gonna get me copywritten with you singing the Paw Patrol theme song. Okay. So those are the two things that I really wish I knew ahead of time. The order to actually put them in, and then making sure that I'm actually like punching the drawer frame so that it stayed in place. Like I said before, the instructions are terrible. That's like the main con that I have for this whole system. The other con I have is like, they sent so much packaging. If you were to see, I should have showed you guys how much like actual boxes, or how many actual boxes they sent. I mean, my loft was taken over, it was overrun by boxes, and it was because they put everything in a package and then they put those packages in more packaging. And I'm just like, it was completely unnecessary. So now I have even more boxes that I'm gonna have to take to the recycling center, which is just more of an annoyance on my part and inconvenience. But it's just like, you didn't have to put every single shelf in a box and then put those boxes in another box. You know what I'm saying? But those are my two main cons. The pros, I like that it's flexible now that I know that you don't have to screw the things in. I do like that it's flexible, it's easy to move. If I decide that I want to change something around, if I do decide that I want to get more hanging space, and I want to move some of this long hanging to my main closet in my if I want to move some of this long hang into the closet in the in my room and get another rack for or another rod for short hang, then I can do that. And I really appreciate that it is flexible. I like that it's open, unlike the pack system where it's more enclosed. I just feel like having that more enclosed system does make it look more custom and more high end. But I like the openness of this one, and I like that the floors under it are exposed so I can actually see what's under there, because I have a thing about reaching into spaces that I can't see. I just feel like it's not wasted space, even though I'm probably not going to use it. It's open, I can clean under there if I need to, and I just feel like it's not as closed in as it would be if it was one of those like box systems that you would see in a more high-end kind of closet. So obviously I'm not done. I do plan to have like maybe a bench under the window. I have you guys sitting on the windowsill, so maybe a bench right here, a floor length mirror over here, maybe a plant somewhere, probably a faux plant. A lot of people are asking me if I'm going to put like an island in the middle. I don't really want to do that because I don't want to have to walk around like big furniture. I like it being open like this, but I think that I'm going to put a like an ottoman or something like that in the middle to be able to sit on and just chill in, or like if my friends come over, they have somewhere to sit while I'm going through my clothes or something. And then there's a couple things that I'm still gonna have to do with the closet itself. So for example, the rods that are up here still have the protective film on. I was going back and forth on whether I was gonna put gold rods in the closet. I decided not to, because obviously a lot of times they're like painted or gold or whatever, and obviously they're not real gold, and I don't want the hangers to scratch them and then they look raggedy. So I'm gonna keep the nickel plated or nickel gold rods that's up here now, whatever color these are, whatever material these are. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the protective film off. I'm glad that it's finally up. This room is finally clear. There's no more boxes. All the clothes are out of those boxes and stuff. So I wanted to share what I had so far. But yeah, so that's all I have for today's video. The last time I checked my YouTube, we had over 650 subscribers here on this channel. I appreciate every single one of you, those of you that have recently subscribed, as well as those of you who have been here from the beginning before they even pour foundation on this new house. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you so much for watching my videos, liking, commenting, sharing with your friends. I do have some more content coming up soon. I know I've been kind of quiet over the last couple weeks, and that's mainly because tax season has been kicking my ass. So make sure that you are sharing these videos with people that you know that will enjoy them. My next goal, of course, is going to be 1,000 subscribers, and I'm on the way, but of course I can't do that without you guys. And if you are watching this video yet and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the button. It's free. It'll help me out, and it will let me know that you guys enjoy this kind of content and will encourage me to continue to post this kind of content for you guys. I can't promise that the next video is going to be the rest of the decor of the closet. As a matter of fact, I can probably guarantee that it won't be. So it's going to take a while for me to put this together and do a final reveal, but there will be a final reveal. So think of this video as part 1 of the closet, and then there's going to be part 2, which is the actual decor, and then finishing up that space, and then it's going to be, a whole reveal somewhere on down the line. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will happen eventually. So if you're not yet, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and turn on your notifications so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video with more home decor content, more lifestyle content. Now that my clothes are out of boxes, maybe some style and fashion content. Make sure you're sharing this with your friends. And if you're watching my videos and if you've seen multiple of my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click on the button. And if you think you subscribed, still check just to make sure, because sometimes I watch videos of people that I'm not subscribed to and I thought I was subscribed. So if you think you subscribed, just check. Just to be sure. I ain't gonna hold you. That's all I got for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.